I think that there's an inherent problem with pursuing your goals and the way that other people begin to perceive you after you start to do self-improvement. So there's a problem. You might think it's very simple just to do self-improvement, to improve the self, to get better at things, and really improve your life and turn around. But if you do this for a while, and you have any friends who are used to your old style of living, you'll notice a problem that they are so used to the old you and just their way of living that when they see you start to level up and change your life around for the better, then it is going to clash with their idea of you in their head. And that's normal, that's fine. But you can begin to see a problem with self-improvement. Not to say that you shouldn't level up yourself, but it really kind of reveals something ugly about human beings, like something that is just frankly not good. Because when you start to level up yourself and you start inherently, what is self-improvement? Self-improvement is you improve yourself. You're saying that I am not good enough and that I am going to level up. I can get better with these skills over time. And which means you have higher standards for yourself. Naturally, if you have higher standards for yourself, you're going to have higher standards for other people. So, ergo, the people around you. And the problem with this is that those other people, they are not on self-improvement the same way that you are. See, you got in self-improvement for a specific reason. Maybe someone bullied you, maybe someone rejected you, caused you to look at yourself and realize that you wanted better for yourself and wanted to improve your life in a certain way. And actually, you have higher goals, you have higher ambitions, but the problem is that other people are not going to see things the same way that you do. They didn't go through the same things you did. They don't have the same experiences that you did to get to that point. And so naturally, it's part of the fault of the self. Like, for instance, with me, I now have higher standards for myself. Is that bad? No. It becomes bad if you start to sort of impress that on other people and try to say, why aren't you more like me? Like, you shouldn't do that. Okay, fine. But when you want to have higher standards for yourself and for the people around you and your closest circle, because you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with, then it starts to become a problem for some people. And they start to clash and kind of, they don't understand, why are you eating this way? Why are you prepping your meals? Why are you taking all this time to work out? And it creates this distance where you really begin to see, I guess, who's going to stick with you for the long run and who really is okay with you changing and growing over time. I just think it's one of the downsides of self-improvement that is completely, that's not a reason. I'm not saying stop. Like, if anything, the other people are the ones who need to get in the program. But it just highlights this big difference between you and the people that you know who do not have those higher standards. Inherently, self-improvement is just the concept of getting higher standards for yourself and trying to work to achieve something better, something that you want. And there's nothing wrong with having higher standards. Like, nothing wrong at all. But some people will really act like you're wrong, or they'll really act hypocritical. What's worse, I'd say, is that if they kind of look at you weird or strange for going to bed early, for eating healthy foods, for taking the time to actually work out, and they don't want to stay up late playing video games all day, and then when you get the results that they don't have, they'll call you lucky. They'll say, oh, you just got lucky. You know, some people were born that way. Well, it doesn't even make any sense. They don't understand that you put in the hard work. So, essentially, if you are someone who is getting into self-improvement, just make sure you know why you're doing this. Make sure you remember why you do this, because there's going to come a time when people are going to be wondering and asking you, why are you acting so different? Why are you having higher standards for yourself? And in a way, it kind of makes them angry, because if you are kind of putting all the excuses aside, like you have no excuses, no BS, I'm going to do what I need to do and achieve what I need to achieve, then it kind of holds up a mirror to them, and it kind of shows them, wait, if my friend is doing what needs to be done, he's putting his nose to the grindstone and putting the work in, then why am I not doing it as well? And like I said, that's going to make some people mad. It makes them really angry. I've been in times where I point out to people, I'll show them their life and show them, why don't you just do A, B, C, and D? And since it doesn't fit within their, like, the way that they think their worldview, then it kind of makes them angry. They literally just, you'll see them lash out, and like, you'll see it on their face, like the realization, where they realize, like, oh, I've been a complete idiot. I haven't been doing what this person here is telling me to do. Stay focused on achieving your goals and your dreams, no matter what other people say.